Hello, welcome back. Doing some battle videos here. Just gonna do some practice, honestly, just to showcase this new strategy here that I released a previous video of. So go check that out if you haven't already. And then I am gonna be squaring up against a double water, double poison jab, and then a dark and a charm. Cool. So I'm just going to use the same strat. It's just these three dudes. That's what it is in that order all the time. Now, granted, my team does have some pretty other spicy picks like a Raichu and, I don't know, other random crap, but that's not what we're doing in this video. Okay, so Lowland Eradicate. I do believe I lose this matchup with Sludge Bomb or Flamethrower because Hyper Fang hurts. So I'm going to go ahead and toss this Flamethrower out and see what kind of shielding my opponent does, right? My good friend's Chris here that I'm battling. And I believe this is going to be a Hyper Fang. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt real bad. So I think Chris farmed up a little bit more than... There we go, and boom, gone. Oh, no, he actually managed to switch the Eradicate out. So that Eradicate is slightly still hanging on by a thread. So I actually got enough farm that I didn't get hit by the Sludge Bomb before I got to the Psyshock, which is really good. So that's a shield there. Then the Skuntank really doesn't want to Sludge Bomb me, but he kind of has to. And I'm just going to let him, you know? Like, I don't need the Ninetales anymore. I got rid of the Dark Boy. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do it. So I got rid of the Dark Boy. Well, I mean, it has like, what, 1 HP or something? So here, I actually really like the sound of the Skuntank just to farm up with Poison Jab. Ah, okay. There's another charge move. I didn't see 2 charge moves coming here. That's okay. That's fine. Because we just have a B-Barrel, and we're just going to go 2 shields to 1 and just spam out into infinity. Yep, there we go. I don't even need to hit buttons really, but I will. Because I probably will get to 2 surfs before I water gun down the Nidoqueen, so why not? He's just like, alright, I lose. GG. Yeah, so that was kind of a cool move there where I basically took the Eradicate down so far before the Eradicate could really hit a second charge move. So it, like, regardless if Chris switches there or not, it doesn't really, like, preserve anything, you know? Like, it's Eradicate with, like, almost no health, and I don't think it had a charge move left. But what's cool, though, about having, like, 1 HP like that is even if the Eradicate does have a charge move, the water gun from B-Barrel actually fires off faster than the like faster than what you can select for a charge move. So with a 1-turn move specifically, it does the damage instance before your charge move goes through. So it can just assassinate you before you can do a charge move. The thing that was interesting though is that his Skuntank had 2 charge moves. I kind of wanted to toss my Skuntank in there and farm up a bit. That would have been cool with me, but it wasn't really an option. Like, and the reason I say farming is because 2 poison jab users basically are just super resisted against each other, and so it just doesn't work. You know, like it's just a really how do I explain it? It's just a really poor exchange of attacks, and so I get a lot of time to farm basically. I think you know, looking back at it though, it seemed kind of greedy. And I probably could have just chucked out the B-Barrel. What it ended up doing for me, though, is it ended up allowing me to... It allowed my B-Barrel to basically be home free with the whole endeavor. Okay, cool. We got to another crunch. So this is one part in the analysis video that I was talking about where Skuntank is just ridiculous. Like, he charges up just enough energy to be, a threat. And then, so here, this is pretty easy. So the Scun Tank already came out. I'm not sure if there's a Nidoqueen. There is... Okay, cool. So there's not a Nidoqueen. Oh, it's just a stupid little Ninetales. No problem. No problem, no problem. I think I'm just going to take it. And then farm down with Charm. Farm down with Charm down. Charm and Ultra, you know? Hydro Pump. Interesting. I think I was going to die there if I didn't block that. Like, I think I actually could have lost that game there right at the end because of the Hydro Pump. What I probably should have done is block the Psyshock because... So here's the thing about Vaporeon. Vaporeon either has to hit a big move, which sucks, or a small move. The thing is, if I block the Psyshock from the Ninetales, then the Vaporeon gets to do whatever move it wants, and it doesn't have to roll the dice. That's where the Hydro Pump users become better, because the two Hydro Pump users, the Suicune and the Suicune and Vaporeon, both they essentially like have a super cheap option and then a super expensive option, and it's like, okay, if we shield bait you, we win. And it's like, okay, yeah, that's true. Like, they can win a ton of matchups from that. So the goal is to never let them be, safe with it, essentially. So here I'm kind of expecting Chris to catch on. He may potentially anticipate the Ninetales swap. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with this here. I think I'm just going to swap right away. I can't swap right away. Okay. Yep. Instant swap. That's fine. So, I mean, it's only because he's, like, super used to the strategy and everything. So, there's that. If I shield, then I force another shield. And the Nidoqueen already spent the energy, so I'm kind of okay with it. If my Ninetales actually kills the Nidoqueen here, which is unlikely, but okay, it is. It didn't happen. I was gonna say it will be it'll be pretty nice because the Ninetales at that current HP probably could kill the Raticate. Okay, I'm assuming this is an Earth Power and not an Earthquake, but I could be very wrong about that. Okay, it was an Earth Power. I don't think the Nidoqueen gets to 3 Earth Powers, though, and I probably should have tanked the Earth Power, to be perfectly honest. Okay, now, out of all the fast moves that I want to take, really, so the Ninetales does not have a fast move that I enjoy taking. It hits a little too hard. I probably shouldn't have swapped to the Skuntank there. I think it actually allowed the Ninetales to get to the Psyshock. I may have been able to just double surf. I'm not sure. So, yeah, that was kind of bad. And yeah, I mean, this strategy has some aggressive swaps in it, and it's very it's really important that those swaps are done and the opponent doesn't instantly react to them, Chris basically blind swapped there. Like, he didn't even wait for me to swap into mine. And so when I swapped into, if I were to have swapped into B-Barrel, then he could have blind swapped into Nidoqueen, and then I just win the game, right? As it stands, I'm not sure if I did anything really too poorly there. I mean, I think the shield usage was correct. I think spending one shield on spending a shield on Ninetales in order to make the Nidoqueen spend a shield was good, but it did allow the Nidoqueen to farm up. So I'm not like, I don't know. I'm not super sure about this. Okay, this is the other matchup, so this is one of the other tougher leads. So we're just gonna dunk this in. I probably should have used that stupid QSA trick that I like never really bothered to learn, because it's not, by the time I learned about it in Ferocious Cup, like most things don't line up on the same like attack cycles and stuff. So it's largely useless. And there's the instant switch to the Skuntank. Sounds good to me. Do I need to win this? Yeah, I think I do. I think I do need to win this. I think there's going to be a Ninetales in the back. Come on, get there. Yep, there's the surf, there's another surf. Okay, cool. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. B-Barrel has a slightly slower timing than Skuntank. He has half a turn lower. So 3 energy instead of 3.5 per turn, and then he gets to a 40 energy move instead of a 45. So Skuntank slightly beats him, but if you have a lead, it kind of works out. So I have to deploy the Ninetales here, only because, I mean, like, okay, got the Skuntank. So Chris did some extra farming there. It just didn't quite get to the extra skill. Oh, well, I think my Skuntank is dead. Yep, that looks like a dead Skuntank. Now, if he has a Ninetales, then I'm super screwed. Oh, that's a B-Barrel. Okay. Well, we'll see if I can hit all these stupid psychic bubbles, and then we'll kind of call it a day. Maybe not. Nope. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're dead. All right. Yeah, so the Skuntank there could have done a lot more work. I should have... Yeah, I mean... that was just a huge mistake to swap in the Skuntank into an Earthquake. What I could have done is swapped in the Skuntank. Like, I didn't really keep track of how much energy was on the Nidoqueen, and so I didn't think I needed to crunch right away. I think I had a crunch. No, I was kind of far away from it, but whatever. I don't know. It was close, and I really needed to chuck that out because, yeah, getting rid of the Nidoqueen's energy is huge. Like, that is a one-shot move right there, the Earthquake. So, yeah, I think that was my bet on that, just not realizing how farmed it was. So you can see that the strategy, like, even when I'm, like, misplaying it, like, it has the potential to win these games. So that's what I really like about it, is that kind of, like, regardless of what happens, you can sort of pull it off. Okay, so I'm just going to chuck the flamethrower out here. Okay, cool. Yep. And then we're actually going to blind switch to B-Barrel. And we're going to laugh all the way to the bank on that one. I mean, I'm going to try and be cheeky. I'm just going to see if it works. Oh, I just love it so. I just love it. Oh, man. Oh, it's so good. I know I was talking about this before, but it's just funny when it happens, you know? Like, can you smell the punishment? I can smell the punishment. This actually kind of smells like an Earth Power, and I think I can kill Nidoqueen by being hit by an Earth Power. Oh, no, I can't. Okay, that did too much. That did too much damage. Alright. Well, no problem. Whatever. I don't think the Nidoqueen... I actually think I might be able to get to a charge move faster. Yeah, nope. That's really close. Well, the interesting thing about this is that Earth Power is a ton of overkill, which is the other highlight that I brought up in my video. And, yeah, sure. I mean, I took a lot of poison jabs there. It kind of sucks. It feels bad, you know? But there's another thing here, which is... Oh, that's a Skuntank. Okay, I'm probably dead. Oh, thanks for giving me more energy, I guess. I mean, that's cool. Like, I'll take that. I'll take that all day. Okay, and then we just go double Psy Shock here. Well, we throw out a Charm and then do double Psy Shock. I don't think I quite have 2 Psy Shocks, but it is very close. And this Skuntank has to faint me down with poison jabs. No, okay. I'm not close. Yep. So, I mean, I could have shielded like some random shit earlier. I was just kind of seeing like how it plays out, really. Not trying to win so much as just trying to learn. And yeah, so that was just me not knowing how much Earth Power did to B-Barrel. Now I know. I think I've gotten hit with it like once before when I was really full on health and it didn't quite... I don't know, I was at like a little under half or something, so I thought, I'll be fine, I'll get to another Surf, I'll kill it, whatever. I was just trying to be greedy and sort of figure out how far I can go. In a tournament, I would not be greedy, I would just be conservative. I'd be like, yeah, let me just go ahead and shield, I totally got this guy, he's got super wrecked. It's interesting, though, running the double Ninetales counter. And then leading with the non-Ninetales thing. So this is fine, right? I basically got enough of a lead that I can hit the button, the Psy Shock button. Oh, okay, I see. No, this is a problem. Alright, let's just farm it down. I don't know if I can farm it down or if I just have to like charge move it. Yeah, maybe I just throw the Surf, I guess. I don't know. What I can say is I probably have... Oh, interesting. Okay, that's fine. What I can say is my Skuntank probably has like a better... see, like, you can survive it. That's kind of what I was saying. Like, it's close, but it's doable. So, yeah, I don't know what I don't know what I was saying. Lost my train of thought. Oh, his Skuntank moves. The moves on his Skuntank are probably not as good as mine. So, I have, flamethrowers. And his Skuntank does not have flamethrowers. So, yeah, there you go. Boom. This is probably going to be like a Sludge Bomb or something, and I don't know. I'm kind of worried about the Hyper Fangs from the Raticate. Okay, it was just a crunch. That's good. So it wasn't quite enough damage. Okay, so we're going to at least just get rid of this thing, because the Raticate builds up energy a bit slower. Although, I think maybe I should have farmed against this Skuntank more. It's just, I was going to have to charge move it down regardless, and I wanted to get my poison jabs on this Raticate as quickly as possible. I'm just throwing a charge move here, even though I know I'm totally dead. So, interesting that Quick Attack does a little bit more than I thought it would. Yeah, well, I mean, we still got there. I mean, we still got close. Like, had we shielded the Crunch and then shielded the next move from the Raticate, we would have been totally fine. Is Quick Attack... let me see if Quick Attack is like... if it does... Raticate. Thanks, autocorrect. It knows how to spell all my Pokemon. Is Quick Attack a Just select a random Pokemon. Who cares? Is Quick Attack a high damage move or high energy move? It's a 2-turn... Oh, it's a 1-turn move. No, it's 2. Yeah, it's just like Psycho Cut. Psycho Cut's like Mudshot. Okay, so it's a 2-turn move with 7 energy. So it's 3.5 energy per turn. So it's actually similar to Poison Jab. And then if we go to... I don't know. I don't look up the actual moves. I just look up the Pokemon and then check out the moves on there. So, yeah. I don't know. The goal, I think, is... So, like, because Chris knows this is the strategy that's happening, that's kind of, like, the issue. Okay, he's switching it up from having a completely countering my strat to, like, some sort of normal lineup or something. I don't care about this. Like, this is fine. Like, I'll just chuck one of those out. Okay, great. Okay, and then all I need to do is land 1 Hyper Fang now. And this B-Barrel is in range. What I probably should have done is actually thrown out the... Ooh, I wanted to block a Hyper Fang with that. That sucks. Okay, well, at least I still get to throw one. So I probably should have thrown out the Ninetales here, because he has like 2 Ninetales counters on his team. And so there's a good chance that I want the B-Barrel to line up with one of them, like the Nidoqueen or something. And there's also a good chance that my Ninetales is essentially, like, irrelevant. Like, it is... So, like, one thing you have to keep in mind is when you're doing any sort of battling, and you have to ask yourself, like, which of my Pokemon is the biggest liability? And right now, that is Ninetales. However, what I can do is I can farm up on the current Ninetales, and I can accept this charge move as a donation to the damage bank here. So there we go. So now if it is a Nidoqueen at the back, I can kill it with Psyshock. Okay, it's a Skuntank. No problem. Okay, so we chuck out the Psyshock, then we hot swap to the Skuntank, and we toss out probably a Flamethrower, or like, I don't know what I have on there, but whatever, we'll just get that out, get that going. Okay, so we block. I think Chris is kind of close to 2 crunches. I'm not sure if crunch kills from this range, though. So I am going to... Well, I don't think his crunch kills me from this range. And I think my crunch now would kill from this range, but when I had the opportunity to fire it, I don't think so. So I was just going to farm up to Flamethrower for the guaranteed kill, because I was sure I wasn't going to die, but I wasn't sure if he was going to die, if that makes sense. It was probably fine either way. I just didn't want to get double crunched. That was the thing I was trying to prevent. So, yeah, pretty interesting. So yeah, I think that, like, overall, chucking out the Ninetales there was the right play, because I don't know if there's 2 Ninetales counters that he's running, like a Ninetales and then Skuntank Nidoqueen, but I can also pretty safely say that the Skuntank was definitely in the game, and the Skuntank is definitely good against my stupid Ninetales. So throwing the Ninetales against the water type is just... like a lot more keen, because the other 2 can't really be countered and that one can. So if you can lock it into a matchup where it's not countered, then you're pretty happy about it. So sounds like he's done. Maybe I can battle Sticks. Oh, he's not. He's doing Timeless, not Ferocious. Yeah, maybe I'll do Timeless. But yeah, so that's kind of how the strat plays out. This is, I guess, what it looks like when it's being extremely hard countered against repeated practices over and over and over again. But in a tournament, nobody's really going to know what the hell you're doing. They're not going to be sure that you're going to do the same move every time, or that you're bringing the same guys. You can actually change it up. If they have a Lairon, I recommend changing it up. If they have, like, I don't know, if they start catching on to it, basically, or if your opponent seems to be very fast at switching, or even blind switching at that point, then you actually don't get the right amount of attacks in. Like, if you can get 3 charms off on Ninetales before they swap in a Nidoqueen, I think you get the Psyshock, and then you can still die to the Earth Power, and it's fine, because you took a shield from them, and then your B-Barrel finishes them off. But if you can't even get to the Psyshock before dying, well, then that's really bad. You basically just lost a whole Pokemon and you hardly did any damage. So, yeah. Cool. Well, we are done. Chris sent me a wall of text that I'm going to go read, but I hope this was enlightening a little bit to how to pilot it a little bit better based on the stuff I said in the previous video. I hope this kind of visualizes some of it. So, yeah, if you have any questions or anything, just let me know. Cool. Well, thanks for hanging out. See you later. Bye.